The bill.
You know, the first question that I asked in this discussion was about the Legislative Budget Oversight Commission. This has been an incredibly important commission, one that, honestly, frustratingly, has met only once a quarter during the last couple of budget years. This is a commission comprised of both Republicans and Democrats in the House and the Senate, and has been really the only avenue to try to ask any questions about what's happening with these incredibly unusual budgets that we've dealt with over the last couple of years. In fact, over the last year, since we passed the budget last year, and since we appropriated money out of the American Recovery Plan Act, there has been some tremendous developments that you may have read about. For example, in November of last year, many months after you voted yes on last year's budget, the Chicago Tribune ran a story, the title of which was, "Illinois Budget Allows Governor J.B. Pritzker to Spend Billions in Federal COVID-19 Aid Without Legislative Input." Without legislative input. When we had this debate last year and we approved the budget, there was no mention of the Essential Government Services and Support Fund. We were told that in order to spend those additional funds, we would need further legislative action. However, once the budget was signed into law, it became apparent that Governor Pritzker had the authority to spend up to $3 billion of ARPA funds without any legislative input. We would not have been able to ask those questions in any public forum if, under this BIMP, the co-chairs had decided not to call a meeting. We would not have been able to get those answers from the governor's office. The Chicago Tribune, other members of the media would not have been able to figure out what in the world is going on with billions of dollars of federal COVID relief funds. Not a single syllable was mentioned in debate last year about those programs. The only way it was brought to light was through the determined effort of some reporters and pointed questions we were able to ask in a budget oversight commission. This is our duty in the House of Representatives, in the legislature, to be a check and a balance on the other two branches of government. When we water down these kind of commissions, when we appoint task forces to go through the motions, we abdicate that responsibility. You have ideas on how to spend those dollars. I have ideas on how to spend those dollars. But these are where the decision should be made, with the people's elected officials. And when we give up that control, and when we don't talk about the fact that those things were authorized in budgets, we need a way to come back when we're not in session and get the answers that the people of Illinois deserve. This budget takes a step back in transparency. This budget implementation bill does a disservice to the people of Illinois who are asking us every day, where are my taxpayer dollars going? Vote no.